Saquon Barkley. He couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance. It's the Jaguars and the Rams coming up next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Fields on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
You're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They're led out by a guy whose play and signature mustache took Jacksonville by storm in 2019. The author of Minshew Mania. Now he goes against the Jags. Gardner Minshew. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. They find some open field here. Touchdown, L.A. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull up. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that would be history. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are once again back in front. They're going to run it with Barkley. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 58 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald collapses the pocket, And drops it for a loss of 3. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, here's Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give, running right is Akers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Minshew sets to throw. And that's going to be caught by people. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Barkley. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, it's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we have offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Minshew. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So the Rams call on Johnny Hekker here to punt it away on 4th down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Slayton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give up the middle to Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 71 yards. And the Rams are back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It'll be Minshew again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big, because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Minshew's throw complete here to Ayuk. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a first down throw, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take him. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From the 27, Minshew. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Rodgers to return it. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Barkley, inside handoff. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. The handoff to Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley, 14 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Up the middle with Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jags are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run with Barkley. A solid stiff arm. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Barkley will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They'll run forward Barkley, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles. Wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end. They earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit.
So cold, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro, Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. I just broke into his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping the track, I was left up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to clinch. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like the lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We run the street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm telling my vision. You young, she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go with it safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head
They
in the game.
screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl. Beating, I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the Ram. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, do want her a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the ring, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Come on, set.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on second down. Lawrence looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the cap. Two-yard line. On the counter, Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's got room. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete to Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Kill! 47! Kill!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Prescott looks to throw on first. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll work this down inside the 30. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That's Foley Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
46.
Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception...
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's Pollard again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got some space here. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Maher on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired.